Hey folks, it's another Baratza comparison. What are we looking at today? The Vario-W versus the new kid on the block, the Sette 270. It's Gail from Seattle Coffee Gear, and I'm just going to go over the features of these two. The 270 will be a 270W as well available when it is released shortly. 270 goes by time programming. The W is actually going to weigh the grounds, so it's weighed. That's what it's going to do. It's going to weigh it. The Vario-W weighs it. This one does, and it comes in the Vario, which is time-based as well. So very similar. They both come in time or weight, but we're doing the time one because that's what we have sitting here. Let's look at the Vario-W. It's got 54mm ceramic flat burrs. That's what that machine has right there, and you can see it. And it also has 10 settings right here for the coarseness of your grounds. And now I'm on number 4. Now I have A to W where I can fine tune it. So that combination of this and this makes 230 different settings that you can use on this machine to get the fine tune the grind just as you like it. The other thing it has is 3 programmable buttons for weight, and it weighs right down here. This is the little platform that does the weighing. So as the ground coffee, if you're asking for 60, the ground coffee goes down there. When it gets to that point, it automatically shuts off, and you can do 3 different programs. Kind of nice. We're liking that. Let's come over to, before I put that back together, let's come over to the Sette. This one is got, well, the settings are a little bit different. This is the Burr Set, and the Burr Set is different on this machine. The outer burr stays up in here. Let me show it to you. See my hand? There's the burrs right there. That's the outer burr. That burr rotates. This one stays stationary. On all other burrs, it's just the opposite. The center one is what's connected to the motor, and it's rotating, whereas the outer burr stays stationary. So this is a little bit different. And then the other thing is, this is how it goes back together. And before I put it back together, I'm going to show you that there are 31 coarse settings right here. 31 settings you can choose from. And those are stepped settings. Now on this lower ring down here, if you'll notice and you can see it, you can adjust infinite. Let's get it turned around. You can put it wherever you want. So if you have it on number 15, now you have this infinite control down there to dial it in. So not 230 settings, but infinite. It's whatever you put it at. Now I'm going to put this burr back in. It goes from the bottom up. Let's do that. Now, let's set it somewhere in the middle, about 15, 16. Put this in the middle, and in a minute, I'm going to put some beans in there, and I'm going to let you see what it does. And I'm going to put this one back together as well. This goes in a little bit harder. This requires that you get this in here in the right position. And then this burr engages with those 3 plastic tabs down in there. They give you a tool to do it. Thank goodness, because it's really stiff. And there, you lock it in, and done. Now you put your bean hopper back in, and you're good to go. One thing on the bean hopper on this, just so you know, let me make sure I got this right. Nope, backwards. When you put this in, it's only going to make a very short turn and it clicks in. If you don't get that in, and when you first get them, they're pretty stiff, it won't run. There's a little micro switch in there that knows that. And don't do this with it. Unplug this. I'm a professional. I've only heard a few of my digits. We're good. But no, you don't want to be messing with these plugged in typically. Make sure you unplug them. Got that back together? This comes with a bean hopper, 8 ounces of beans over in this one that it'll hold, the Vario, and this is 10 ounces. Yeah, 2 ounces is nothing. This one has a shut-off that's open, and then you can close it. If you want to take the beans off, swap the beans out, put it back together. There you go. 3 tabs down in there. And the same thing, give it a turn. And there's a reference mark on the plastic and on the metal down there. Those have to line up. Then put your beans in there, which I'm going to do right now. We'll put some in. And then I want to show you some of the other features on these. And I'm going to show you the grind consistency. One thing that this, the Sette has is it's open already. It has a holder down here, which is for portafilter, or it comes with this plastic container. So you can use either. So that's kind of nice. We're going to put it to use for the plastic container, and we're going to grind some down in there. Oh, and just take a look at how different they look. New design. Something new all the time, right? This is the grind consistency from these two machines. This is the coarse setting on the Sette. And as you can see, it looks pretty coarse, and it's pretty consistent too, I would say. That's the Vario. Little coarser, still consistent. This is the finest setting. Sette. Finest setting, Vario. Very similar. I'm not detecting, you can feel it. I'm not detecting any difference between those two on the finer setting. I think the Vario goes a little coarser. These are not designed for French press, neither one of these. They're designed for espresso up to a drip, pour over, something like that, but nothing coarser. You don't want to get this if you're a French press person, so bear that in mind. So what's left? Let's hear it. Let's take a medium setting and let's do this one. There's a manual on here too. You can use the programs, or you can also hold that on and it will manually go as long as you want it to, and then you release it and it stops. This does not have a manual. Now, I ran those two about the same time. But the coarseness is not the same in the middle setting. What we have found with this grinder, it's about 3 times faster than any other grinder that's on the market, is what we experienced with it, comparing it. And I think maybe we did some other videos, so look for those videos. And we did a crew review of just this one. And we did another video with Kyle from Burr Set, where he came in and told us all about it and brought the machine the first time we saw it. Impressive. I can't wait for this to be on the market, ready to go, and maybe by the time this video comes out, it'll be there. Check our website. Check for stats. It's all out there. And all the other Burr Set grinders as well. Comments down below. Subscribe. Have a good day.